Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Megan, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I play video series V's. I do for a little while. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff. I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. I've been meaning to do this one for a little bit, so I'm excited I finally get to do it. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, you better believe I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is absolutely the case in this particular instance. I wasn't even planning to make this a thing. I was on my way home and I was like, I knew I had a couple of things I wanted to pick up from a gas station by my house. And as I was making my way by, it popped in my head. Oh my, yes, okay, I know, yes, I need to review this thing. I've been meaning to do it for a while now. There's the Walgreens. Let's turn into the Walgreens. So I went into the lane to try to turn that lane where it's like, it's fair game for either side. And unfortunately for me, there was a lady who was coming from the exact same position. She wanted to go that way, and I wanted to go this way. And we basically ended up in a stalemate because it's like she wanted to go forward, I wanted to go forward. It was a lot of stupid, and on my part, I should have fucking timed it better. But thankfully, some people were like nice enough to end my shame and be like, just go. And I was like, okay. But anyway. What did I almost get into a car accident for trying to go to Walgreens? Well, folks, it's a bit of a blast from the past because, boom, it's a chunky bar. It's the bar that represents me and my lifestyle. I got it. Let's get a thing for the thing. Can we get a thing for the thing? It's got a thing. Ha 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 ha. It's chunky. Man, okay, yeah. So it's a chunky bar. It's milk chocolate with peanuts and raisins. What company makes you? Is it some, like, super old-timey company, like Edison or some shit? Yeah, because this is a somewhat old candy. I don't think it's, like, ancient old, but the fact that there's fucking, like, raisins in it, I actually don't know exactly how old chunky bars are. Like, I feel like they could be from the 80s, or I feel like they could be from, like, the fucking 50s. What are you from? Trademark of Ferrara Group. Alright, I figured they were probably like Nestle or some shit, but sure, why the fuck not? I haven't had one of these in a long ass time. I think the last time I had one of these was back when I was working my gas station days, and that was over 7 years ago now. And yeah, it was just one of those things where, like, I think I saw, it wasn't a commercial, but I think I was watching something on YouTube or some shit, and I think somebody was eating one or something, and it was like, oh my god, I haven't had a chunky bar in forever. Let's have a chunky bar. This is also the 6-piece share pack, so it's a little bit bigger than a standard one. So I could not... This is an extra chunky, okay? This is your double XL. And it looks like... God, it's just a brick! It just looks like that. I appreciate it's got its actual name in there. That's cool. Let's have some chunkiness. I like some chunkiness in my life, I'm just saying. No, chocolate. Decent. Nothing to write home about, but, it's getting the job done. There we go. Now we got the peanuts and the raisins going. I'm down with this. I forgot how good these were. I really like this. Because here's the thing. I really like chocolate-covered peanuts. And I really like chocolate-covered raisins. I'm one of those weird people who's like, yeah, man, I'm down for some chocolate-covered raisins whenever. This is basically like, hey, what if we went over there and we took movie theater, like, concession candy, and we just crammed it all into one convenient thing? There we go. Now you just got to put, like, a little bit of that, like those little sugar capsules from, like, the snow caps on top. There you go. You're golden. Don't even need to go over there and pay $84 to buy some shit at the fucking the movie theater. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. I like this so much. It is a little bit hard to bite off a full chunk. You gotta get a little leverage going. Definitely gonna help to have some decent teeth. My front teeth, thankfully, are pretty well together. My back teeth are a little bit shoddier. But it's getting the job done. It's just good, man. It's chocolate. And you get the nice nuttiness of the peanut. And chocolate and peanuts work together, of course. And you just get like a little bit of a fruitiness from the raisin. Raisin's not trying to intrude. It's just trying to have a good time. Alright? It knows that it's not really part of the three-way, okay? It's just the guy watching the two girls off to the side. Alright? But he's into it, they're into it, everybody's having a good time. I really like this, man. I like the chunky bar. I think chunky representation, right? Everybody's over there now. Anytime you see somebody plus size on TV or in a movie or anything, get all these assholes over there. Oh, stop going over there and glorifying obesity. Oh my God, fuck off with you. Oh my God, fuck off with you. Because you're not, you know what? If you're going over there, oh, it's unhealthy, blah, blah, blah. And don't get me wrong. It's not healthy. I'm not trying to fucking say, But people, the same people who do that shit, they're not going to say anything when you go over there and you see, like, roided up, like, guys who are over there jacked to all hell. And it's like, that's not fucking natural. And it's not fucking healthy. That's why you see all these fucking, like, fitness YouTubers are starting to drop off, man. Because, you got to have a balance. I'm not saying live like me. Sure as shit don't live like me. But don't fucking say that you're for your fucking blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. Let people enjoy things. Bigger people are people too. They can sing, they can... Fucking Isaac Hayes, man. Fuck you and all your douchebaggery. I try not to get wound up about that. And the thing is, it doesn't bother me. I am who the fuck I am. I don't give two shits. But I know that, other people, they can actually harm them, And it's like, don't be an asshole. Be supportive, Anyway, I went on a weird tangent there. I apologize. But this is really good. There's nothing about this I dislike. It's super tasty. And it's a whole thing, man. I mean, like, one of these things has got to be the equivalent of, like, at least 2 proper Hershey bars. I like this. I think it blends well. It's got a nice mix of textures and flavors. And it got me off on a whole weird rant about society today and dickbags on the internet. Anyway, 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely and absolutely. I think, for me personally, yeah. It's not going to be a go-to, like, all-the-time candy bar, not to mention it's kind of hard to find. Like, I don't see it at gas stations. But Walgreens has it, for whatever reason. Maybe they have access to a time machine from whenever it comes from. But it is definitely something where it's like, I know I'm going to go over there and pick one up. It's been way too long, given how much I enjoyed that experience. So yeah, I'm going to definitely grab one again sometime in the near future. Now, if I'm recommending it to other people, it's obviously not going to be for everybody. It's a mix of flavors and textures that just isn't going to be everybody's jam. If any part of what I described doesn't sound appealing, then it's not going to be. Like, that just is. I don't think you're going to be down with it. But I will say, I think that the chunky bar gets kind of forgotten about. Like I said, it's like almost an old-timey candy, but maybe not, and I don't know. And I think it's one of those things. Like, I think if you run into it, give it a shot. Seriously. Open yourself up to some chunkiness in your life. I'm just saying. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year, folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly plus-size-tastic rest of your life. Because, hey, folks, like I said, plenty of great plus-size people out there, and again, that's not me knocking on non-plus-size people either. That's, hey, do what works for you. Be healthy, be happy, all that good stuff. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and bullshit and just frustrating sometimes. And hell, man, again, especially with the internet at our fingertips. But it is important that when we deal with situations in our lives that can be stressful and frustrating, what have you, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's the thing I want you to go out and do. Please take away my positive message at the end of this. Because, again, that's really what it comes down to. Again, please, live your life in a way that makes sense to you. Try to be healthy when you can. You know, we're all going to indulge. I am certainly very guilty of that myself, you know, and it's something I need to improve upon with myself. But at the same time, you know, different people live differently than us, you know, and don't be a dick about it. You know, that's simple enough. The fact that other people can just live their lives in a way that's not, you know, negatively affecting other people, but then they feel the need to go over there and again, usually under some guise of, you know, trying to be helpful or whatever. It's like, you know, I'm not saying that there can't be room for constructive criticism. I'm not saying that there can't be room for, you know, again, for self-improvement. Absolutely. But don't be a dick about it. Just don't. You know? Anyway, bye.